What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a solid 2 years since That's right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been a solid 2 years since I've been on this channel, and I was just reviewing all my videos and it just brought me back to the days where my face was super fucking skinny and I was into fitness and you could see my delts. It's insane. Like, looking back at those videos, I'm just like, whoa. My life was totally different. My priorities were totally different. I wanted to come on here and just say hi and say what's up, because I definitely want to come back to YouTube. And I know that I am the queen of the I'm back videos where I come back and I tell you that I'm back and I give you a life update and then I disappear. And I'm sorry. So I want to recommit to this and make this more of a priority, because honestly, I just really miss it. I miss the YouTube community. I miss filming my life. I love the fact that I have videos I could go back and watch and relive all of those moments. It's so special to me, especially the ones with the kids, where I'm showing you guys like what we're doing in the morning and like hugging the babies and changing diapers. And it's just so cool to see the babies at that age, because now they're grown. They're grown. And I just love to be able to look back at those videos, and it melts my heart. So anyways, I wanted to just come on here and give you guys a little bit of a life update, because a lot has changed since the last time that I was on here. The last few videos that I uploaded, I think were about finances. Like, we were trying to go debt free, and then there was one about astrology, and then prior to that it was mamahood, apparel, and vlogs and stuff like that, fitness, bodybuilding, all that stuff.
Astro, trying to film here.
Okay, so the last video was astrology, which nothing changed with that. I still love astrology. But prior to that was the debt-free stuff. And just to give you a quick update, because I feel like I totally left you guys hanging with that whole journey, we have done a really good job at chipping away at it, and we have not used a credit card in 2 years. We started that journey right before COVID hit, and so we did pretty well for a couple of months, but then once COVID hit and shit just hit the fan and everything was cray, business had, you know, kind of halted for a little bit. Our gym was closed. Like, there was a bunch of, you know, COVID was a mess. So I kind of shifted my focus. We still have debt, but nowhere near what we used to have, and we definitely paid off a good amount of it. So that's kind of where we're at, but because of COVID, and honestly, just when shit gets crazy, I just kind of like, fuck it. So I kind of fell off the wagon, so to speak, with that one. And then the mamahood apparel, I think the last video I posted about that was that I was actually gonna pump the brakes on it, because it was a lot with the gym and all that, and I actually never resumed that business. I still own it. I just haven't done anything with it in 2 years, and I honestly don't plan on doing anything with it. I might even sell the company and if somebody else wants to run with it, because I think it's a really great concept. My vision with it, though, is just I don't want it to be specifically to moms. I want my audience to be a lot broader. So I had a really hard time with that, and I also don't personally wear a lot of clothing that shouts mom, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely dress a little bit edgier. I don't want my shit to say mom all over it. So while it was fun, it just isn't me anymore. I've outgrown it. So it was my first little company, though. So 2020 was fucking wild, guys. Everybody knows that. COVID was it flipped the world upside down, and we're still all recovering from it. I think there's so much trauma from that year. Our gym, we did have to close it down, which really sucked. That impacted a lot of people, a lot of families. Lots of money was lost. It's very expensive to have a gym and not be able to use it. So that was really rough, but we got through it. I started a new company called Dipped Magic, and that's my baby. So we just hit our 1 year in September, and when I say we, I mean me. That's party of one. So I started that in September of 2020, and that all came about because of quarantine. Cruz and I were trying to figure out something fun to do. We started tie-dyeing some stuff. I shared it on my story, on my Instagram story, and people were asking if I was selling it, and I was like,
fuck yeah, I'm selling it.
And then I started a business, and that's exactly how it went down. So I started throwing bleach on stuff, and I like the acid wash look. So I found anything that was cotton and anything that was color, and I threw bleach on it, and I made these magnificent pieces. Just kidding, they're just like hoodies, but I put them on my story and people wanted to buy them. So I took that as feedback and I started a company. It's really cute. It's a really, really fun company for me. I love it. Like I said, I just hit my 1 year. Currently I'm working out of a tent, a fucking huge white tent. It's actually a carport in the front of my house. I have all my sweatshirts. I will actually give you guys a quick tour in a little bit, but I have all my sweatshirts out there. I work out there, and it's great, but we're definitely open. Hello universe, we're open to a cute little space, a cute little warehouse or something. So anyways, mamahood is out, Dipped Magic is in. Another major change that we've had is we actually sold the training facility, so we no longer own a self-made training facility in San Marcos. We closed that chapter up in March of 2021. No bad feelings or anything, like we seriously, like I've always said, self-made is a fucking genius concept for personal trainers. If you're an independent trainer, you belong at a self-made. There's no other gym like it, and I'm telling you this, and I don't own it anymore, and I don't work there anymore. So it's not, I'm not lying to you, and I wasn't lying to you back when I owned it either. It's my genuine, true feelings about the gym and the concept. It's really hard to open a personal training studio for yourself if you just want to be a trainer. So the whole concept behind it was genius, and yeah, anyway, that chapter, we decided, you know, after a hard year of COVID and just kind of feeling lost, like we're not sure what we want to do, and like do we stay here, do we move? Like there's just so much up in the air that I personally felt like it was time for us to move on and not be rooted anywhere. I want the flexibility to be able to up and leave whenever we want. I want to be able to travel and work from our computers, and you can't do that with, you know, that type of business. That was our first brick and mortar. It was the business that literally changed everything for us because it was such a real responsibility. Being an online personal trainer is nothing like being responsible for a lease and being responsible for trainers, being responsible for clients, being responsible for everything. There's so much that goes into a brick and mortar that you would never ever learn being in the online space, right? So we learned a lot, and honestly, we needed it. So I'm really glad that we took that step. That was the next step for us at that point in our careers. So now Corey just trains in our garage, which we're back to our roots. That's where we started out in the first place anyways. So he's back in the garage. We actually built a really cute gym in there. I don't know if he'd want to call it cute, but I think it's a nice little gym. And we actually it's called Hacksaw Gym, and that is after our late Muay Thai coach, Coach Chainsaw. I don't know if he was ever on this channel or not, but he was our Muay Thai coach, and he passed away in March of 2021, and that was really rough for us. It's like, I don't want to talk about it, but anyway, our gym name is in remembrance of him. So that's where Corey is training in person, and I continue to exclusively train online, but I primarily work with our clients in a group setting, so like the online challenges that we do, and I have a handful of one-on-one clients. That's where we're at career-wise. We have some changes that we're making, and we're starting to kind of shift and feeling pulled in different areas that are not necessarily fitness related, and I would love to take you guys along the journey for that. I'm curious if you guys could even guess what it is. I really don't think you could, but it'll be fun for you guys to guess in the comments below. What do you guys think our next venture is? It's not fitness. So we're looking into starting a new type of business. It's gonna be a long process, so we'll see how it goes, but I do wanna document that whole thing. So aside from that, those career changes, we have Cruz at home full-time. He is homeschooled. And then we have Stevie in daycare, and we have another fucking baby. You guys didn't even know that I was pregnant. I had a whole ass baby since we've talked last, and she's fucking adorable. But you guys, she doesn't look anything like Stevie or Cruz. She came out a whopping 9 pounds. My pregnancy was fucking brutal. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. I gained 60 pounds. I was so swollen, I couldn't even walk. Like, I'll probably do a video on it, but it was, it's giving me, like, I'm starting to sweat, like, thinking about it. It was bad, guys. It was really bad. I was huge, and I'm still recovering. I'm only 3 months postpartum. But, like, the mental aspect of that pregnancy was great. I was great up until the end, where I started to really lose my shit, because I'm like, this baby needs to get the fuck out, because I literally had no space. But other than that, mentally and emotionally and all that, I was chilling. I haven't had any postpartum depression or anxiety or anything like that so far. It's only been 3 months, so obviously, knock on wood, that I don't have to go through that again like I did with Stevie. That was really fucking hard. I don't think if there's really anything else that's super major. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably kind of know what's going on in my life. I've been using Instagram stories essentially as my vlog for the last 2 years. I actually just started a new Instagram account because the previous account that I was using, I had almost 40,000 followers at one point. I think it was 40,000. The election happened, shit got wild, People didn't like what I had to say. You know, you're at home, you're in quarantine, elections happening, shit's getting crazy. You have a phone in your hand, you say some shit, you post some memes, and people don't like it. So I got shadow banned, and like, it just is stupid. Nobody was seeing my stuff. I got 6,000 people, I think it was 6,000 people unfollowed me in the span of the election time. So then I ended up at like 28,000 or something by the time all the shit went down. I don't know, I just feel like I've had it for a long time and the energy is just negative, and not because people are being negative and not because people are like hateful or anything, not like that. I'm just saying like it feels like old baggage, like I needed a fresh start. I kept thinking like I need to close this account and start something completely fresh, like it just needs to be separate. And so I finally did it because they were gonna take away my link, my swipe up link. And I was like, you know what, that's really the only reason I had that account. It was amazing to have that link for business purposes, but you're gonna take that from me anyway, then I'm just gonna start a new account, keep it private, and have a closer community, you know. But that was a really long-winded way of telling you that I've been using Instagram as my vlog for like the last 2 years, but as of late, I have not been so inclined to be on Instagram because I feel like it's just a very censored app and you can't be authentic, you can't voice your opinions, you can't say anything without getting in trouble. And so I'm kind of trying to navigate off of that app, and I don't know how YouTube is, but I just want to be able to do this. I want to be able to have conversations, even though it's with myself, but I want to be able to have conversations with you guys and be able to like interact with you guys on this platform in this type of setting. And Instagram will still be something that I utilize, but I want to put more of my focus here. It's weird because I feel like I've always been put on earth to like talk to people and just share. As much as I am an introvert, I feel like my purpose is in helping people in some way or another. It's not necessarily in a way of like fitness. I don't feel that fitness is what I was put on this earth to do. I think that it's deeper than that, and it has to do with me sharing my life. Like, part of who I am is just being so fucking vulnerable and being myself so to the core, almost to a fault sometimes. You know, I feel like I have kind of a polarizing personality, like you either love me or hate me. But I feel like I was put on this earth for a greater purpose, and that has to do something with a community and helping people and servicing people, but through my own growth, if that makes sense. Like, me sharing my life and what I go through, I think helps people. And I don't know if I'm right on that, but I'm just going based on my intuition and what feels right, and that's kind of what feels right. And so I feel like if I can share all of my life and my business, the business side of things, family, motherhood, parenting, you know, all the things, fitness, if I share all of that stuff, you guys will learn something, right? So hopefully I'm right on that and I'm not just wasting my fucking time, because that would suck. I'm like 35. All you have to do is be a couple steps ahead of whoever is learning from you, and I think I can do that for some people. So if that's what you're interested in, make sure you guys, please make sure that you subscribe, and please make sure that you hit the bell notification thing. So that's like a new thing the new YouTubers have to say. You gotta hit the bell. All right, I think that's it. So let me know in the comments what you guys wanna hear, what you wanna see. I love you, I'll be back, catch you later. So this is the gym, this is inside of our garage. And it's not, I didn't like clean it up or anything for you guys. I'm just kind of showing you what it looks like right now. So all of that stuff on the racks is all Dipped Magic stuff. Got some dumbbells over there, all this stuff, and this is Coach Chainsaw. We miss him and love him dearly. We've got some merch, so if anybody wants Hacksaw hoodies, we got that. So when you go outside, this is my tent, and I'm laughing, and I call it my COVID tent because it looks like we're doing COVID testing, but we're not. And don't mind all the trash over here. We need to have someone pick up the dump. So this is what it looks like inside the tent. So I work out of here every day. This is like my little space. So here's some of the sweatshirts. I had a launch today actually, so a lot of these are gonna be gone. This is what it looks like. So just to give you an idea, see how I use bleach. And I have something called the Crystal Collection, which is sweatshirts like this. Like this, for instance, is called Amethyst. And then you get a little sage bundle and a crystal card with your order. Super cute stuff, right? I love it. It's so fun, and I get to be creative. And so anyway, this is, look at this one. Yeah, but this is like my little workshop as of right now. And I'm probably gonna be moving this to the back of the house because it's a bitch trying to get everything in and out every single night because I can't leave my merch out here, you know? And then also, you can see down there, there's flannels, and that whole thing over there is full of flannels. I'm gonna be doing flannels for November, so looking forward to that. Yeah, that's it. So again, if you guys wanna see more videos, please make sure to show me and tell me that you love me. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, nobody wants to see my shit and not do it. Bye.